entering a world of realization in ecstatic, infinite balance.
Infinite balance, giving you that energy from the cosmos to your centers flows. Star seeds, star souls, wagwan. So up here, so in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, on this beautiful day. And this beautiful day is a good example of what I'm going to talk about right now. How we are the own conduits of our reality, making our own reality. In this society, there's a lot of naysayers. There's a lot of people that are just, in their way, they're speaking them truth, but in them truth is a pure negativity. Whether it's them just thinking the place that they're gonna be in forever. Whether it's speaking negativity, it's easy for me to say, negativity, speaking negative on other people, or any type of thing like that. And from a star souls out there, no said that again, you are in control of your own reality tunnel. What you put into it, you get out of it. In my journey, in my awakening, we seen firsthand. Unfortunately, it was for a loved one. And that's how I found out that manifestation works. And just for this part, this is going to be a little bit gloom, but it ends on a positive note on how I found things out. And believe you me, when we're speaking to my twin flame at the time, it did end on a nice note. But also there's an example where she never wanted to be on this earth. She never wanted to, she kept on complaining. She didn't want to be on this earth, she just wanted to be gone. And she did this continuously for about 3 years. Continuously just saying she does it, she hates this place, she hates the place, she hates the place. And then finally the universe answered her question. And that question was given for cancer. And not only any type of cancer, but cancer on the brainstem. A place where it's basically unoperable. If you're to operate on that, there's a 30% low. No, I think it's 25% that the person was alive. So it ended up that she ended up going to another realm. I'm telling you this now because, you know, I went through my journey with that, so I'm good in talking about that. But I'm using her as an example that how I figured out that, yeah, manifestation really works, even though it was on a downside of that, of her just continuing doing that, and now she's in another realm. But you know, so if you go on the positive approach on that, that will work out also. Being your own conduit of your own reality, and just surrounding yourself with people, like-minded people, to make all that stuff come to fruition for you. As you see right here in my journey now, I see the land, I see the water. For me, my affirmation here to talk about. For me now, looking out here, this is my future that may have said, but not upon this here, so me, it's going to be living in the tropics. That's going to be my home base. Whether it's going to be Costa Rica, Thailand, Mexico, Guatemala, any one of them. So more focus on Costa Rica, even though it's expensive. But it seems like right now my gut's telling me it's like that maybe placeholder, and Thailand like a close second. But you never know. Say things may change. You never know that could change. But I always been just surrounding myself with things like this. We don't say this is in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, but for me, I'm visualizing this as saltwater, as an ocean. That's why you're gonna see in the summertime when there's no cold, I'm gonna be out here doing this a lot more. So don't say whatever reality tunnel you want to put yourself in, you always surround yourself with things like that. You always either envision or you could physically put yourself on that, maybe put pictures on your walls then, maybe just surround yourself with all those situations to make yourself the highest version of yourself, of whatever reality that you want to do. Again, we are the conduits of our own reality. So if we're surrounding ourselves with people that are always down, that are trying to prevent you from going to your real dream, you have to make that decision on leaving them and making more stuff for yourself personally to make yourself the highest version. Again, there's a quote that Steve Harvey made where he said, sometimes people deserve your absence. So no say, sometimes you have to make that tough decision. You know, some people that the tough decision to become their highest version of themselves, they went the whole Gandhi route and they left their family, which is extremely tough, but I extremely respect them for that, because that is like an extremely tough thing to do. So, except for when you're going through your own type of reality tunnel, you gotta make sure that you're surrounding yourself with everything that's gonna promote what you're thinking about, promote what you're living about, promote where you're going to go eventually. And no say, when you do that and that fruition comes, because I'm gonna tell you guys right now, eventually you can see me doing videos like this in the tropics. And it's gonna be before you know it. You can be saying, Golden Soul, well, what that? Where was like, is that Thailand? Wait, what? Is that Mexico? No, wait. What, St. Bart's? Well, this might have trouble now. You're gonna see that soon. So know that everyone, we are the creators of our own reality. And when you hear people talking negative, that's their reality. You don't want to go to their reality. They can stay. That's why we have our 2 foot depth. For the most part, we can just walk away and go into another direction. I always say, if someone's gonna speak negative to me, I will hear it the one time. But when that person continues, I politely tell that person, I heard it the first time and I want to hear no more negativity from you. If you're gonna keep on speaking the way you're speaking, I'll say it in a nice way. If you're gonna say, it's like, sorry sir, sorry madam. I hear you. I heard you the first time. So if you're gonna continue speaking like that, it's gonna go to respecting you. And that's how I say it politely like that. And if they take it a certain way, unfortunately, it is what it is. But that person will still be my acquaintance, friend, whatever the case is. At least on my part, you can always go to me and talk about that. But when they continue doing that, it's like, I'm not doing that. So, anyways, I was gonna talk. I'm seeing swans them out here, so, and it's actually getting a little bit cooler. So, and everybody out there from the north, south, east, and west, stay blessed, and more blessed.
Choose the blue pill. Go to bed. Wake up. Have a blessed day. And let society control your reality. Take the red pill. Control your own reality. And now show you how the rabbit hole goes.